Saddam Hussein, a name that echoed through the Middle East for decades, feared by millions, worshipped by some, hated by many. He rose from the dusty streets of Tikrit to rule Iraq with an iron fist. A revolutionary, a tyrant, a survivor. But his empire, built on blood, fear, and war, could not last forever. This is the story of Saddam Hussein. His rise, his rule, and his dramatic fall.
Hussein and his sons must leave Iraq within 48 hours.
These are Arabs who are going to welcome us as liberators.
Who will govern Iraq when Saddam Hussein is removed?
The U.S. invasion of Iraq was supposed to be easy.
United States military forces captured Saddam Hussein alive.
But the Iraq War blew up in America's face.
Stuff happens.
The Iraqis are dead because you lied! You lied! You lied!
Saddam Hussein was born on April 28, 1937, in the village of Al-Auja, near Tikrit in northern Iraq. His father died before he was born. His stepfather was abusive. By the age of 10, Saddam had run away to live with his uncle, a fervent Arab nationalist. In his teenage years, he joined the Ba'ath Party, a movement calling for Arab unity and socialism. And by 1959, at just 22 years old, Saddam was already plotting to kill the Iraqi prime minister. The assassination attempt failed. Saddam was wounded and fled to Egypt. But he would return, and Iraq would never be the same. In 1968, the Ba'ath Party seized power in Iraq. Saddam was named vice president, but make no mistake, he was the one in charge. Over the next decade, he built a ruthless police state. He created secret prisons, executed opponents, and placed loyalists in every position of power. Then in 1979, Saddam made his final move. He forced the sitting president to resign, took the throne for himself, and within days, broadcast a purge of his own government. Dozens of top officials were arrested, tortured, and executed.
Men are removed. Then another.
Saddam had arrived, and Iraq belonged to him. Now fully in control, Saddam built a cult of personality. His portrait was everywhere, in schools, offices, and on every street corner. He styled himself as the modern-day Nebuchadnezzar, the savior of the Arab world. But in 1980, Saddam made a fatal decision. Fearing the rise of revolutionary Iran, he launched a preemptive invasion. The Iran-Iraq War would last 8 long years. It became one of the deadliest conflicts of the 20th century. And Saddam's tactics? Brutal. He used chemical weapons against Iranian soldiers, and even against his own people, like in Halabja, 1988, where over 5,000 Kurdish civilians were gassed to death. In 1990, Saddam invaded Kuwait, claiming it was rightfully part of Iraq. But this time, the world responded. A US-led coalition launched Operation Desert Storm in early 1991. It lasted just 6 weeks. Iraqi forces were driven out, but Saddam remained in power. He responded with pure vengeance, crushing Shia and Kurdish uprisings with tanks, airstrikes, and mass executions. During the 1990s, Iraq was hit with crippling UN sanctions. Medicine ran out, food prices soared, and while ordinary Iraqis starved, Saddam built lavish palaces and hoarded wealth. He was isolated, but still in control. After 9/11, the US government accused Saddam of hiding weapons of mass destruction and supporting terrorism. In 2003, the United States invaded Iraq. The assault was swift. Baghdad fell within weeks.
It begins to seem less and less likely that anyone will come forward. 3 civilians were shot during last night's raid, innocent victims of this frantic search.
An elite secretive unit known as Task Force 20 is leading the hunt. There is no clear indication tonight that his capture is imminent.
The Americans are not about to apologize for all of this. A trail of destruction.
Saddam vanished into hiding. He was finally captured in December 2003, hiding in a dirt hole near Tikrit, disheveled, defeated, powerless. The man who once ruled a nation of 25 million was now a prisoner in his own country.
We got him.
The United States military forces captured Saddam Hussein alive. In the history of Iraq, a dark and painful era is over. A hopeful day.
Saddam was put on trial by an Iraqi tribunal. He was charged with crimes against humanity, including the 1982 massacre in Dujail, where 148 civilians were executed. He remained defiant, raising his fist in court, claiming he was still Iraq's true leader. On December 30, 2006, Saddam Hussein was executed by hanging. His final moments were recorded and broadcast around the world.
ظل واقف استمع إلى قرار المحكمة واقفا.
اسمع القرارات.
إيه واقفا كن واقف.
لا قاعد.
أوقف. وقفوا.
جالس.
جزء منا. جزء منا. جزء منا.
لا تطوي. حكي وياك.
قررت المحكمة الحكم على المدان.
Saddam Hussein ruled Iraq for nearly 25 years. Thanks for watching. Give it a like, share, and subscribe. And let us know in the comments who you'd like us to cover next.